Hello, 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 Mary. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Technique Talk Tuesday. Hello, Barbara. Excuse me while I yawn a little. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right? As you're popping on, say hello. I decided we're going to talk a little bit more about mica stains today because I watched a little bit of Tim's demo. So I actually did some prep, as you can see. Marilyn, hello. Hello, hello, everyone. Of course, as you're popping on, say hello. I would love it. I'd like to know who is watching with me. Hey, Marianne. I did love that. So far, what I saw, I only watched the first part of it, and then I got some ideas for Technique Talk, and I had to go run and write them down. So, a lot of what we're going to talk about today is inspired by Mr. Holtz and what he does with his product. It's always fun, and it's always great techniques to have in your toolbox, and they're just fun. So, we do have the new Distress Mica stains at the store, and I think these are the sets. So this one is Fallen Alien, Unraveled, and Milled Cider. So a brown, a beigey, and an orangey. Very technical colors there. And the other set is Phantom Mist, which is a silvery blue, and so far is my favorite. Specimen, which is a really dark green, and Ominous Twilight. So, I just wanted to talk about some of the, well, actually, just one of the things that he did, because I didn't get to the rest, but I'm sure I will, and we will go over those too. And then I kind of brought my own mix in. So I'm using tags today just because that's what I had. This one over here is just mica stain sprayed on the tag. And there's things, I cut some things so I could show you what die cuts look like that. This one is the mica spray on my craft mat and then dipped. Now this also has oxide on it. This one also has, I sprayed some water. I did all kinds of things, and then dipped some more mica spray on it just to kind of see. So first I want to say, when you spray the stains directly on the tags, and I'll show you, I would use more water. All right, so this is not with water, and it seemed to me very dark. So what I would do, and this is just me, I would use lighter, well, I would start with the darkest color that I'm going to use, and let's do Fallen Alien. Whoa, whoa, Nelly, I shook the lid right off. Okay. The plastic lid, not the whole lid. So I'm going to spray a little bit of water on this first, and then I'm going to spray directly on. Now, I'm going way lighter handed than I did before. Okay, but you can see that this is not that dark. Now, you might think if you're watering it down, are you going to lose the mica? No. No, you are not. And it's going to be hard to show all the sparkle on camera, but it's there, trust me. And so you're kind of spreading out the mica a little bit, but it's still there, and you still absolutely get the sparkle. All right, so we'll put some of the little milled cider, and then I'm going to put a little bit more water in there too. So you can see that that really kind of spreads it out. And to me, that's the kind of background I typically want. Now you could spray direct like that with no water and get a dark background, and that might exactly be what you want. So there are a couple of ways to do it. Now on this one, I also wanted to show you that it's the perfect background to die cut, and I took some of my old, remember the movers and shapers? I took some of my old movers and shapers out and cut some die cut so that you could see, you know, they would be perfect die cuts to add to a project also. Let me move this over. Let me get my handy dandy scrappy chic flower sack cloth. I don't know if you guys have seen those in the store yet, but they are these awesome flower sack cloths that have the scrappy chic logo on them. Okay, so that is sprayed directly on. All right, and you could absolutely spray some more. I told you when we first started, Phantom Mist, I think, is my favorite. I really like it. I like it a lot. I like it's kind of like gunmetal. Yeah, you bought the sprays, Mary, and they're gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, and I'm excited for the crayons to come out too, but from what I understand, those aren't going to be till September, but they're going to be all of them. They're going to be the Christmas and the Halloween together, so we don't have to wait. So I'll share a little bit of information if you didn't watch Tim's live yet. He said that the old colors in the holiday release mica sprays are out again this year too, in addition to the new colors. There weren't supposed to be new colors. You can see this is the cutouts, but I'm going to kind of twist it around so you can see. So now you can get the 6 new colors for Halloween, and the coming up will be the 6 new colors for Christmas, plus the 12 colors from last year and the year before. So there are 36 colors. Right now in the store, we just have the new ones. And if we had any left from last year or the year before. And then the paste, which we're going to talk about in a second, there's a new one. It's the black opaque, which I used over here. I'm going to do some spraying on them. The Crypt is from last year, and it came back again also. The only thing that isn't coming back is the Distress crayons. You're only going to be able to get the new ones. So, all right, this is, I'm going to call dipping as I dip it for you. Okay. So how I start with this is spray a little on the craft mat. This is the dark color, so I'm going to put some water in it. This is the specimen. So it is a green, but it is dark. It is a dark browny kind of green. All right, and so on that one that I was just showing you, I kind of dipped like that. It looks really brown on there, doesn't it? But once it dries, it turns green. I'm gonna sop up a little bit of that. And I know you guys are gonna yell at me, but I don't need that. All right. So you can already see it's changing color a little bit as we're drying it. It's going from a brown to a kind of olivey green. So when you spray it and it looks brown, don't be nervous. Yeah, The fallen alien is the brown. Let's do a smidge of purple on here. All right, so the purple is the ominous twilight. That's the one you like, Marianne? Yeah. I'm not a huge purple fan, but purple. Ay. I'm spraying all my other projects I have over here. Sorry. All right, so I put a little bit of water in it too, and then I'm kind of going to mix it around. And then I'm going to dab on this one also. Dab, dab, dab. All right, so that is the dabbing, which gives you a little bit more white space. All right, now I did, and I'm going to put this aside. I have a new stencil coming out for Halloween for sure this year. Halloween stuff will be hitting Scrappy Chic the end of August. It's this spiderweb one. I've been using it and testing it for a while. And I stenciled with it. Now this is the new texture paste that came out. It's the black opaque, and you can see that it is very opaque. All right. So I am going to put a little bit more water in that, and then I'm going to do some smearing and dabbing with this ominous twilight and see what we get here, like this. So you can kind of see how it blends with, or how it works with the paste. Sheesh, losing my words. All right. Now let's put a little bit of my favorite here, Phantom Mist. Put a little bit of water in there. Give it a little, and then do some dabbing here. Try to get it in the open spots. And then I am going to spritz a little water on here to kind of get it moving around a little bit. Marianne's asking if I tried the glow paste yet. No, I haven't. And Mary's asking, is the black paste shiny? No, it is not. It is very matte. Can you tell? I'll try to hold it up for you again. So it doesn't have any shine on it. All right. I'm going to put that aside for a minute, because what I really want to show you is on this one, this is one that I sprayed. And then I took some oxide and I did the little dipping. Now, because oxide has that pigment and dye ink, it kind of sits on top. So you really can see the blue of the oxide. And that was one of the things that Tim did while I was watching that I absolutely loved. So you can see that this is the sprayed one with the oxide on top. This is the dabbed one that's got some oxide on top, which I absolutely love. Now on this one I also inked the edges, but I'm going to show you that in a second. So if you see, I got out some orange distress spray here because I didn't want to just use salvage patina, which the blues are what I always tend to go with. So I put a little of the, this is carved pumpkin oxide, and, whoops, we'll water it a little, give it a little mix, and then I'm going to show you how you can really see that on top of the mica spray. And I'm going to do that on this one. This is the one that we've been dabbing to with the other colors. Now, can you see how green that looks? It's hard in the camera, but it really is green instead of brown. All right. And then, oh, a little bit of orange on there, and you really can see the orange. All right, so that is another thing that you can do to combine some of the other products that you have as well. Now, on this one, I also did some inking with the stencil, and I used black oxide ink so that you would be able to see it on top of that dark background. Now on this one, I got some of the paper doll witches out, but on this one that I dabbed, I did the stenciling in vintage photo, and then I inked around the edges. So that, sorry, I'm moving. I'm trying to do two things at once. So that is showing you that's regular distress ink. Also blends really nicely, and it is a great background for these paper doll witches, isn't it? All right, now let's just do a little bit of inking on this one, just so you can see. I usually use, with the regular distress ink, I usually use brushes, unless I'm like at a crop or at the store or whatever, then I will use the blending tool. But when I'm home, I usually use my brushes. And that's with the ink. When I'm using the oxides, I still use my blending tool. So that is just distress ink on top of the mica. So you can really see that. A little bit of distressing around the edges, and you've got a fun background for a very neutral something that you're doing, or perfect for Halloween. Wouldn't a graveyard scene be perfect on that? Woo! Okay, so I wanted to also spray directly on this so you could see. This is another one with the paste. I just had it prepared. So there is my Phantom Mist, a little bit of Unraveled, and whoa, I almost sprayed my face. That would not have been good, ladies. A little bit of water to blend it together. And I am probably going to go a little over today, it looks like, because I got a lot to talk about. And I have prepped a lot of stuff. Gosh, I feel more and more like Tim Holtz every day. All right, so let me dry this a little, and then you can see what the spraying directly on the tag that has paste on it looks like. I can tell you that the paste, when you spray it directly on, does sit on top. The spray sits on top of the paste. When you dip it or swoosh it in, it doesn't really. It kind of runs in between. So there's that to consider, what kind of look that you are going for. So this, my spider web just looks sparkly, which doesn't bother me any. All right, so that is with it sprayed. I'm trying to give an angle that, ooh, there, you can see how sparkly that is. Okay. Gosh. I thought there was something else I wanted to, oh, yes. And you can also, you do your smooshing technique with, this is a regular distress ink, it's vintage photo. I smooshed it on there, I put some water. This is the one that we just sprayed, so it's fairly dry. And we'll just do some dipping in there. Move it around a little with some water. And you can see that just regular distress ink sits on top of the mica spray also. So there are really just a lot of things that you can do. And of course, you know, you can mix in all of your previous year colors. They all look fabulous together. I'm just showing the new ones today. I haven't really gotten to play with them too much, but so you can see the distress ink on top of the mica. This one had, oh, that had the oxide. You can also just do some regular flicking with the oxide and it will sit right on top also. All right. Sawdite, sawdite. Is there anything, any questions, anything that you'd like to see before I wrap it up? Oops. All right. If you got any questions, pop them in the comments. Remember that we'll have Scrappy Chat on Saturday. And I'm sure that there will be some new products to show. All right, any questions? I don't see any. Nope. All right, well, then I am going to call it a day, an evening, and get back to the Tigers game because the Tigers are winning. All right. Thank you so much for joining tonight. As always, I appreciate it. You can find all of the products that we use in these Technique Talks at the store, of course, if you don't already have them. If you've got any questions, you can certainly always post comments on the lives after. Don't forget that the shop hop is going on. I think we're a week and a half in. Next Saturday, we will also draw for the week 2 prize. We also had a contest going on to get people subscribed to the YouTube channel. We need to reach 500. I need 4 more new subscribers to the YouTube channel to reach that. And then we've got some prizes, or a prize that we'll be giving away on Saturday as well. A random drawing for all the people that commented on either the Instagram post or the Facebook post that they shared with a friend or that they've signed up. So take a look at that. I believe I pinned the post to the top of the Facebook page. We will also be doing that drawing. So prizes on Saturday. Also, we'll be introducing a brand new Michigan class. We haven't done a Michigan class in a while, so it'll be one of our smaller classes in the store. We've done plenty of them in the past. We've got a new Michigan class coming out, so we will be showing that. I did the sample for the Sweet Gnome class, so I'll be showing that. Those sign-ups should be coming up on the calendar very, very soon. All right, everybody? All right. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Sorry I went a little over, and we'll be seeing you soon.